Using the mouse to perform certain repeated tasks can be somewhat annoying. Think about it. When working, your fingers should be glued to the keyboard at all times, and whenever you use the mouse, your productivity declines, just as Fireship rightly mentioned in his Vim video.
When you write code all day every day, your fingers should be glued to the keyboard at all times. Every time you touch the mouse, your productivity declines.
It is due to this reason I came up with this list of over 30 handy keyboard shortcuts for Chromebook users that can help 10x, increase your productivity. And if you don't use a Chromebook, stick around because I have a special section for you as well. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Before moving on, make sure to like this video and subscribe to this channel. And if you want to use Linux on your Chromebook, click this video right here. And without any further delay, let's jump right in. I've divided these shortcuts into 3 groups: Chrome OS environment, Google Chrome web browser, and the special category. In the Chrome OS environment, almost every app behaves like a Chrome browser tab. Use Ctrl W to close a tab and Ctrl Shift W to close an entire window. As the direct opposite, use Ctrl T to open a new tab and Ctrl N to open a new window. To place a window on either side of the display, use Alt plus braces to place either on the left or on the right. Use Alt minus to minimize or restore a window, and Alt plus to maximize or restore a window. To open the Files app, use Alt Shift M, and one of my very favorites and a lifesaver, use Ctrl Shift T to restore any recently closed tabs or windows. You can use it multiple times to restore multiple tabs or windows. And if you fancy the Chrome shell, use Ctrl Alt T to open a new crosh tab. I usually stick to just one desktop, but if you use any virtual desktops or if you want to add any desktops, you can use Shift Search Plus to create a new virtual desktop. To switch between multiple virtual desktops, use Search Braces to switch both ways. To delete a virtual desktop, use Shift Search minus. Now moving on to the Chrome browser specific shortcuts. But before I mention any shortcuts here, you should know that some of the previously mentioned shortcuts work the same way in the Chrome browser, so feel free to play around with them. Now moving on, if you have multiple tabs open, use Ctrl Tab to move to the next tab and Ctrl Shift Tab to move to the previous tab. If you use incognito tabs frequently, use Ctrl Shift N to open a new incognito window. To select links in the URL box, use Ctrl L. To open up your Chrome DevTools, use Ctrl Shift I to open it straight in the console, or Ctrl Shift C to open it in Elements. Now onto the special shortcuts. These shortcuts aren't limited to Chrome only. They can be used on various platforms such as VS Code and Microsoft Office Word. Use Ctrl plus to zoom into a document. Use Ctrl minus to zoom out of a document. And use the following shortcuts in text-related documents, such as text editors like VS Code. So to move to the end of a word, use Ctrl forward arrow key. Use Ctrl backward arrow key to move to the beginning of a word. To move to the end of a line, use search on Chrome, use search arrow forward and use search arrow backwards to move to the beginning of a line. Use Ctrl search arrow forward to move to the end of the document and Ctrl search arrow backwards to move to the beginning of the document. And you can use Alt arrow upwards to move to the beginning of the document also, and Alt arrow downwards to move to the end of the document. And to top it all off, my favorite extension is Alt Tab, which helps you quickly switch between open windows. And to switch to the least used window, you can use Alt Shift Tab to do that.